Episode 68, Bitcoin Liberty Live. One away from a very magical episode.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, we missed Infinity Day, dude.
Yeah, Infinity Day 8/21.
Oh, yeah.
I was...
Why is this a magical episode? Oh, now...
Add one.
Come on, what are you? 16? Come on, man.
Hey, if Elon Musk can do it, I can do it.
This is for refined thinkers and the intelligentsia, not for the based lunatics of the world.
This is deep philosophy. Our based is like the intelligentsia based, not some
69, bro.
Yeah.
2 in the pink, 1 in the
It is cringy. I know. And I know people that is their humor. And I'm like, I get it. And like, no, I get it. It's sort of like with Elon. It's like, Elon, I get it. So like,
well,
I don't know, I guess
he's more like gamer talk, dude. He's not like
it could be like being humble or sort of, I don't know.
That's all. He's a fucking Gen Xer, dude. Like he's just us, you know. He just happens to be capturing all the resources in the world. So
yeah, he can do whatever the hell he wants, I guess.
Yeah, well, he's definitely got FU money. Like there's no mistake in that. Like,
well, it's like he's got like you have AI tentacles growing wherever you want. And hey, if you hold and click on a video, you can make cute girl dance. It's like, okay.
Dude, there's AI requires data. AI requires training data. It requires a lot of training data. If you want to understand what people like, you have to understand what they're attracted to.
Yeah.
And clicking on pictures and making a move and seeing how long you last on it and all that kind of stuff, especially if you have a robot watching what you're doing.
It's not about the dancing picture. It's the fact that you clicked and held on a picture at all. That's you.
Dude, the amount of data that we're just giving to AI for free is fucking astonishing to me on a level I can't even imagine. The data I feed that exclusively is like complex technical data. Like I go, hey, I don't understand these machining, specifications. I don't understand this ISO standard. I don't understand these tariff regulations. Please explain this thing. I don't understand this math problem. I don't understand. Like it's all about like, you teach me. These are things I don't understand. You teach me. And there's zero questions about, hey, I think my girlfriend might be cheating on me. What are some ways I could do that? Right. There's an occasional like, hey, I don't know how to answer this email without sounding like a dick. Right. But that's all intentional on my part because this AI is going to know you in a way that very few other, like no other entity ever will. Good morning, Johnny.
Yo,
welcome
Johnny.
to the AI discussion. You hopped right into AI.
Well, and it delves into everything about everything that I like. We were just before the podcast talking about all kinds of everythings. And I just imagine like, as we peer into this universe of AI, it's peering into us. And what does that exactly mean? I just imagine this, you think about how scary a spider is with its 8 or 108 eyes. In my mind, if I were to imagine like what an AI was, if it were to be an entity, I just imagine this like 8,000-eyed spider just watching, like sitting quietly in its web and watching as the flies fly. And it can just be like, this is very interesting. Now that's probably a weird analogy, but like, what the hell is it?
Well, it's not too far off, dude. I mean, like the thing I don't think most people have realized yet is that the amount of data collection that's already been done on all of us, there is a reason why, when you look around, the world is apathetic and this and that and the other thing, and nobody does anything. And, when are we going to rise up and all that kind of stuff? Because they've already figured out everything about you. Just the data farming they've done so far, they've already collected enough information about you to keep you docile, to keep you engaged, to keep you buying stuff, to keep you going to work, to keep you paying taxes, to keep you just angry and a little frustrated and a little anxious and still being a productive little animal. because that's how they control the farm, right? So if you were a farmer and you had a bunch of chickens there running around doing a bunch of chicken stuff, and you figured out a way to, like, if you just started collecting some data on your chickens, you'd go like, oh, well, hey, if I put a little Raggedy Ann doll at the corner of the yard, these chickens calm down a little bit. And if I put this thing over here, if I put a water pecker and a sugar thing over here, these chickens calm down a little bit. And then, but hey, they make a lot more meat and eggs this way. That's pretty cool. So what do you think the data farmers are doing to us? It's not about advertising. It's about figuring out who you are. So if
Yeah.
you supercharge that with a fucking robot, you go, ooh, where you end up with that? That's the Matrix, dude. That's where you end up. You might not be in a tank with a fucking, with tubes sticking out of you, but you're
I
already.
choose the Matrix. I
Everyone
choose
is. Everyone does, man. Right
yes.
now, everyone is. Like every person that's on Twitter bitching about something or another, it's like, welcome to the Matrix, dude. You're in it right now. Like you're doing Matrix shit. You don't even realize. I'm fighting the power. I'm going to smash the state. Okay, welcome to the Matrix. Like,
That's
yeah.
why my eyes look like they do. I don't know if you can see that, or if you've noticed before. It's like I'll look at myself. It's like, am I just approaching 50, or am I like seriously? Is my job making me sick? Because it's like,
Yes.
I'm peering into I'm peering into the Matrix. I have to watch not getting burned. The analogy of what was it? I guess it was the very. I don't want to say the last Matrix, the third in the trilogy because I disavow the fourth one, but Neo is like getting absorbed by the Hive Queen or whatever. So anyway, it's this tentacled, multi-eyed thing that sort of absorbs Neo and incorporates Neo into the Matrix. I guess that's probably where I got the analogy of the spider AI thing. But yes, it peers back into us.
Yeah. Well, your buying decisions, they know your health history. They know what makes you afraid. They know what makes you angry. They know every single lever they need to pull. They already know it in depth. And people, they worry about their privacy all the time. They go, oh, my privacy. Someone's going to know that I've shopped at, Adam and Eve this week. I don't want anybody to know what I'm doing. They don't care about any of the individual buying decisions. They could give a rat's ass. They don't care what porn you're watching. They're collecting data in aggregate to put you in a silo. And when you're in that silo, they're going to narrow that silo down. So they go, this tranche of people does these kind of things with these sorts of inputs. This tranche of people does these sorts of things with these sorts of inputs. Data collection in aggregate is a very different thing than like, oh, they're going to know what I'm buying. They're going to know like as if your secret fucking thoughts mattered. If you see data in aggregate, you'll find out like people are all pretty fucking similar. They're all pretty vanilla and they're all pretty boring and they're all really super easy to manipulate. So
How many people are just feeding it
very wary of the robot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I think about the 42069 bros and like sort of subconsciously just like keeping it real, are they thinking about what AI thinks of them necessarily? This is basically my little bit of whoever I am, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it knows what kind of crackers I like, or I don't know, whatever. I bought something. Oh, it knows I like guns. Yeah, basically, to what extent does it?
Again, it's not about that little micro shit, dude. It's about painting a level.
Meanwhile, I'll use
and that's true of everybody. It's macro to put you in a silo.
I'll use AI for everything.
We cut out there. What's going on?
I think it's working. I can hear you. You hear me?
Oh yeah, you got all delayed and weird on me. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I think it works here. Yeah, so I use AI for a ton of stuff. Hey, you're talking over me. And meanwhile, it could be your browser cache. Actually, there was something I got a warning once about your browser cache. But I love AI for all the tools it is, and then I'll stop and think as I search for something, or I'm going down a thread, and I'll be like, "Huh, this is really divulging a lot about my interests today." But anyway, I don't know if
100%.
Yeah, I don't know if Robin's not
going to be able to join us. Okay. I talked to him this morning. He can't get on today. He's entertaining guests at the moment, but he might join us after the pod to have a little discussion about products.
Sounds Austrian.
The chief Austrian is out.
The chief Austrian
out of office.
Speaking of my eyeballs, I told you this is not the first time I'll have this most random, like, I'll call it a nightmare because it's about work, but like I had a dream about work where what I left work having put away and walked away from, and like it's Friday. At 4 a.m. was rehearsing in my brain as I wake up, and I'm like, where am I? I'm not in the office. Like, what the heck is going on? Why is this playing in my head? I mean, of all the things, my brain is like putting it in a box, I think. So anyway,
Yeah.
no bueno.
The fiat mines will slowly kill you. That's what they're designed for. Like, extract maximum resources from the bot. You are the bot. You are the resource to be extracted from. So maximally committed to maximal drainage. Like, they're just slowly sucking you dry until you end up a little husk at 65 or 70, and you go, I wish I would have spent more time with my kids.
The American dream.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, it's a preposterous thing. Either you are becoming a resource capturer or you are a resource to be captured. There's no in between. You don't get to be like a little bit of both, you know. So
I'm going to retire and spend more time with my yacht.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, I do have kids too, but I leave them nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the beauty of Bitcoin, right? Is like, that is the biggest, widest off ramp to being a resource that has ever been introduced to mankind. Like, you know, I've said it over and over and over again. I was just on Gigi's podcast. It was awesome. He's a really super sweet guy. You should check it out. He's My Bitcoin Story. Yeah. Super nice guy. Just a great person in person as well. But anyway, you know, as I keep saying ad nauseum on these podcasts these days, is like, look, man, there's a resource capture game, and we're all resources. And until you either become a resource, or until you become a resource capturer, or you don't, is how you determine the trajectory of your life. Bitcoin is a resource you can capture right now just for trading in some Uncle Sam cuck bucks, and you can just have valuable property that no one can take from you. Like, why people don't do this is just astonishing to me, because I think that it's literally like they're just comfortable chickens. They go, well, this coop isn't so bad. I can just sit here and eat my feed, and you know, have the farmer come around and, you know, pat me on the head once in a while. I mean, yeah, he's gonna chop my head off and take my boobs for somebody's dinner, and he's gonna suck the eggs out of me with a machine. But, you know, I'm pretty comfortable in the meantime. Peck, 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 peck. It's like, hey, dude, if that chicken, just someone said, hey, there's a free range right over here and you can own it, and no farmer can ever come and get you on it, you go, oh, I don't want that. I just want to sit here and peck, 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 peck. Like, what? Like, how?
So the AI, or say the harvesters, should say, hey, every chicken has a choice. Yeah, you can leave. You are welcome to leave. But right here, for those who choose to stay, you can stay. Oh, see? Hey, see, 90% of chickens choose to stay. It's all fine. It's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the herd mentality. Like, look, I get it, right? Like, just historically speaking, from a human standpoint, standing out from the tribe, standing out from the group is a bad idea, because that's the guy that gets eaten by the lion. He goes, I don't know about this lion. He doesn't look so bad. I'm going to walk up and see what the lion wants. Oh, everybody learns real quick. Like, oh yeah, you don't want to stand out. You want to stay in the pack, right? That's a group survival technique that is now co-opted and manipulated by people today to extract more resources from you. So,
and
you have to have the ability to stand out, which is uncomfortable for most.
Yeah, that Gigi's podcast, Your Bitcoin Story, yours was great. I mean, I recommend people listen to it, because it encompassed a lot of things, amongst which he brought up this thing about the fourth turning, and you described your views on that and kind of where we're at, perhaps. And the thread you made or connected it one way or another was, people today, it's very much about comfort. We want our comfort, and I mean, intelligent, Homo sapiens that we are. It's like, always taking the shortcut, looking for the shortcut, doing the easier thing. I don't have to do all that when I can do this. Okay. So we seek comfort. Now, as a species, we're so comfortable, as we complain, that, car breaks down in the Alaska wilderness or whatever, you don't have your phone, like huge panic, versus, like you described, a number of people on the planet who are a little more intimately related with the earth from which they arose. And we could all still get there or get back there perhaps in our own way variously, but the chickens who over call it 1,000 years, but probably like an easy 150, 200 years of feed and playpen and go to roost tucked in at night. They have evolved into a different creature versus the bird that flew a little bit more and ran a little bit faster and hid a little bit better and didn't have to have the food right in front of them every day. As a species, I've wondered about people themselves evolving into a comfortable domesticated animal. It's who wrote that book, the Eloy and the Morlock time machine.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, random thing.
Well, no, but I mean, like, I think you're spot on, dude. Like, well, have you ever seen a factory farm for a chicken, like a chicken factory farm, like the ones where they're held in a cage and they don't move and they get shot up with antibiotics and all this stuff to make their meat swell up and all this kind of stuff. That is what I would equate the Western world to today, right now. Like, people go, "Oh, I'm like a free range chicken in America." No, you're a factory farm chicken in America, like 100%. There's a reason why 40% of the population is obese, 60% is overweight. That's exactly like the chickens in the factory farm. So the beauty, I should say, the stark difference between factory farmed humans and factory farmed chickens is like the chicken doesn't know how to fix that problem. Like, if you took a factory farm chicken out of its coop where it hasn't even supported its own weight on its own legs for the last 3 months or whatever, and then you go, "Hey, you're free," that thing dies like in days, if not hours. Like, it's going to be dead soon. It can't even walk. It's just waddling around waiting to get predated upon.
Yeah, overnight.
And that is my analogy for the guy who, like, if your plane goes down in the Alaskan wilderness and you got to walk your way out, like, you're the big fat chicken that can't support his own weight. So I'm not saying you personally, but I'm saying most. Like, if
what are you saying?
Yeah, fatso.
I could make it. I could make it. I'm a survivalist.
Are you?
And well, no, I've studied a lot of things.
Well, I mean, I can say, what's your first priority if you crash landed in the Alaskan wilderness? Priority one.
It could depend on the weather occurring at the moment. Some say shelter. Others can say generally, where's your water? So,
yeah. Well, that's point one, point two. Yeah. The funny thing I see is, like, all these survival shows go, "I got to go figure out where to get food. Oh, I can eat this bug." I mean, they do it for shock value. Like, "Oh my God, I'm going to eat a larva. I'm going to eat a man." I was like, yeah, but the last thing in the world you need to worry about is food.
Yeah.
So, like water, like, can you get a clean source of water? Because you're dead in a day or two without it. So,
yeah, depending on, are you wet and what's the weather? It could be shelter, but it's often water.
Well, it's within 1 or 2 days, it's going to be water. I mean, if you have an immediate shelter concern, like, you need to shore that up super fast because you freeze to death in an hour or two, right? So, yeah, but that's spot on. I would argue probably 60, 70, 80% of the people on planet Earth don't know that. Or I shouldn't say planet Earth. I should say 60, 70, 80% of the people who live in the United States and Europe don't get that.
You're going to be hungry by noon. So,
yeah. I'm uncomfortable because I don't have a Snickers bar in my belly right now. My blood sugar's low, so I'm angry. It's like, yeah, whatever, dude. You're gonna die. Like, so that's the factory farm chicken getting released in the wild. If you got a free range chicken, they do a little bit better. Like, if you took a free range chicken, the ones that's out like pecking in an actual yard and doing things and eating worms and all that kind of stuff, and they're lean and they're not some big bloated, thing that's been stuck in a wire cage for with the only thing it can move is its head, then that chicken's going to do a lot better if you set it free, quote unquote. You go, "Here you go, you're free." It's going to go, "Okay, I kind of get what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So yeah, let's go," but that's like the Amish, right? Or that's like, and then you've got the wild birds, right? The ones that are just out living in the wild. You go, those things do great in the wild because that's where they are. But that's like the Hazda tribe, and that's like all those like Amazonian tribes and stuff like that. They're like connected to the earth. They live in the earth. But if you compare their like athletic ability, their cardiovascular conditioning, their metabolism, their gut microbiome compared to like a Western European or an American, you go, yeah, they're a completely different species, dude. You are never going to compete with those guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they will run circles. You could drop them in the Alaskan wilderness. They're going to be fine. Like they won't even, they go, oh, this is kind of nice around here. Oh, I can eat this thing instead of this thing. That's kind of cool. And oh, I'm going to whack this thing. And oh, I'm a little cold. I'm going to just do this real quick. Oh, I need some water. I can just dig this little pit and do this. And I got some water. And they can go for like a way longer time with way less water because they're accustomed to it and they're used to it and their body's adapted to it. None of those things are true for anybody in the United States or anybody in Western Europe. Even the survivalist guys are like, oh yeah, I go out 2 weeks every year. I go out and live off the land. Yeah, well, try it for the last 30 years since you were a baby. And then you might be in the same condition as somebody who actually does that shit for a living, you know?
Yeah. I mean, and when you think about, I mean, I want to say it was, you know, it's not that long ago, but, you know, in recent American history, the Apache or the Navajo or the, you know, the actually indigenous cavalry chasing after them down in your neck of the woods. We're talking like kids, families, people who disappeared and just knew where the shit was and, or, you know, water and could lay low, dig a hole. Yeah. Talk about indigenous.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know, like that's actually being human. That's what it means to be a human being, right? Well, we are farmed animals. There's a difference between a wild animal and a farmed animal. All of us are farmed animals. And I think that's an uncomfortable position for people. Like, I don't think many people can look in the mirror and go, oh my God, I'm just a farmed animal. Like, I'm no different than a pig in a pen, right? I think that especially in the West, especially in the United States, like just the idea of going like, oh, I don't really have all this free will and free choice and all this kind of stuff. I'm basically just cattle. I'm a chicken. I'm a pig. I'm a thing that people are taking from, and that's all I'm good for right now. So, you know, that's why the Bitcoin journey is so fun, because they can at least start to wake up from that. And if you watch the Bitcoiners, like by and large, the people that are full on into Bitcoin, they're not fat slouches that are sitting around, like, you know, core devs aside, or just developers in general aside. I've met some of these people in person. I was like, you are right at the survival threshold. Like, you do not understand how close you are to dying right now, because you are a pathetic excuse for a human being.
Well,
like physically, I mean, mentally,
physically, yes.
Yeah, robust, very robust mentally, but physically, these are useless human beings. Like, they are the people that, like, you go, hey, can you just hand me that brick? And they go, it's so heavy. It's a brick, dude. Like, are you kidding right now? They can't change a tire. They can't do a pull-up. They can't do a push-up. They certainly couldn't walk 20 miles, let alone 5. And if they did walk 5, they'd have blisters for 2 weeks, and they couldn't withstand that, you know? So it's like, these are not rugged individuals. But what I would say is, like, the vast majority of Bitcoiners I see start becoming more rugged individuals. They might still be factory farmed animals, but they're at least kind of like taking care of what they're looking around the factory farm going like, oh, maybe I shouldn't act like the rest of these farmed animals. Maybe I should start doing things to make it so if I can get out of this fucking place, I won't get killed right away. And I think that's a neat sort of byproduct of becoming a Bitcoiner. Is like before I was full on into Bitcoin, you go, hey, could you do 100 burpees in a row right now? I go, what? I'd be lucky if I could do 10, dude. What are you talking about? Today, right now, as an old man, I can bust out 100 burpees, no problem. Like, just sit there and crank them out. I'm still nowhere near like somebody in the Hazda tribe. I'm still nowhere near like a native from, you know, the 1700s or 1600s. Not even close. Those guys would run circles around me. But compared to my other farmed animals, like,
you could start a fight club. Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to outrun you.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, no, you've been doing that for a good while now, and it shows. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I honestly, it does. It's a change, and Bitcoin has hardened me the fuck up as well. I don't know if you know. No,
you're rock solid.
It has in ways. What's funny is that online interacting with lots of the hardcore Bitcoiners. And man, the price, sometimes there's just it's an easy narrative, but it's the speculation or the pontification about the price.
Oh yeah.
And I
love it.
I get it. I get it because it's signaling and symbolic, and it indicates things. And if it were to moon, I'd be like, well, that's not insignificant. That changes some things. But man, so when I look at the graph, so past year's graph, and it's like it crushed by like 5% or 6%, um,
Yeah,
up or down. It kind of be like, oh, okay, or
whatever.
okay.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing.
some of the speculation I see online sometimes about, oh, what is happening? I'm like, okay, how long ago was it that it was like 100, and so we're up 15% in months?
Right.
What are we talking about?
Nonsense. It's always nonsense, dude. Like I really love when the Bitcoin Twitter people get on and go, oh, these clickbait people. I'm like, are you posting on Twitter? Yeah, then you're fucking clickbaiting 100%. You're throwing your bait in the water just like everybody else. So anybody that's like, oh, I don't like these clickbait titles, it's like, yeah, you do, because you're posting them every day, right?
I
Like,
keep doing that today. Shake out the Fiat bros. I'm
yeah,
like,
shake out the free out bros. That is clickbait, right? Like
yes, exactly.
you're trying to bait somebody
It
to watch
is.
this thing, right? So like let's stop trying to pretend like we're above it all or something like that.
No,
Like, are
yeah.
you going for the attention economy?
Yep.
Yeah, well then you're fucking baiting people. So
Yep.
let me just stop baiting all these people.
You are a master baiter.
Yeah, I am clearly a masturbator right now. We are all masturbators. I don't think I'm a very good baiter. I think I'm a
I am
minor baiter.
honestly not. So when I'm on X, well,
I'm like an
social
amateur
media,
baiter.
yeah, excavator. I think lots of things as I scroll. I mean, my brain, I'll be whether I'm learning or just sort of evaluating the angle and whatever. I mean, I can think a lot about it. It's really dopamine. And so I'll be scrolling and learning and blah, blah, blah. And maybe it's a matter of my time or the fact that, oh, no, I actually have a job and a family and other things, but I'll make some time for this. I like think way too hard about replies. And then I'll just stop and be like, what am I doing? Like it for me, I'm not qualified enough to be really intelligently deliberate about it. So then it's like, if I don't have something good to say quickly, and I often don't, I scroll.
Yeah.
Because everything else is too much time for me. What? Trying to get someone's attention, and then that's just not my nature, I think. But
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be quippy, dude. Like I remember talking to Robin early on. He's like, he was saying like, man, I spent a lot of time trying to craft these tweets, and like, and there's an art and a science to it, right? Like it's not just like, oh, I'm just gonna say some random shit. Well, because like I did that for the first year or two on Twitter, and I got to exactly zero. I was a not a baiter, like um so but even just replying to people and being but like people go, like they'll watch a stand-up comedian, they go, oh, this guy's so funny, but when they meet him in person they'll say, hey, do something funny, and the guy's just like, what? Like that's not how this works, dude. Like it's not just like,
hey, you're funny. Hey, yeah. Hey, tell us a joke.
do something funny, do something funny.
Hey,
But
you're
that,
funny. Do something funny, funny guy.
right, well, the reason why they're funny is because they went up there and they bombed, and then they found something that worked, and then they refined that, and then they bombed again and found something else. And after they bombed like 500 times, they've got enough funny stuff to cobble together a 10-minute set, right? And so, but that's the research that goes into being a comedian, right? And it's very easy path to follow. You can just go to any comedy club in the world and watch shitty comedians, the ones that stick with it for 5 years and can tolerate being booed and laughed at and just silence and falling flat on their face. Eventually will get to a place where they might get some funny material put together. Most of them don't have the self-confidence to maintain that path. But if you watch the really successful ones, like Jerry Seinfeld, he says to this day, like, he has a calendar, a word a day calendar, or a big daily, whatever, those big fat calendars where you can put little notes in the thing. It says every single day I write a joke and I put it in that thing and I cross off a thing on my board. And he said, and I've been doing that for 20 years. You go, so that guy has written thousands and thousands of jokes. You go, how many of those do you actually put in your act? Oh, about 30. Oh, okay. So that's what it takes. That's the proof of work. You want to be good at Twitter, you got to do the same thing. You got to put in your fucking X's on your little boxes, and you got to go, oh, that didn't work. This was this, and most people
Yeah.
won't do that, right? So
I've posted stuff I thought was witty, and then I was like, or I overthink it too. But I'm just not good at it.
well, you haven't put in the work, right? Like,
Travis
hey,
is here.
what's up, nerd? Nerd? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Fed?
I'm a nerd. I'm
We're
totally
nerds. You're the Fed.
yeah. Better a nerd than a Fed.
Whatever, Fed.
Yeah, you're a popular podcast when feds join in. And obviously the feds are the most toxic maxis online. So if there's a toxic Bitcoin maxi online, probably a Fed.
Retard.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you get on the show, retard, and join the other two retards that are standing here
Did I? Well, let me see.
Send them an invite, dude. Like, let's get a third retard.
Robin's missing today, so
yeah.
So pardon me while I multitask
we're talking about chicken farming. We're talking about AI. We're talking about how Bitcoin makes you buff and want to snort creatine and suntan your balls and
listening skills.
Marriage. Oh, we were talking about that offline. So yeah, we can talk about more. Who wants to learn how to listen?
Listening skills, everybody. So allegory or connection to X as I post or reply. And so like even Adam Back recently was getting some shade from folks where I think he was asking Luke Dasher a question that I could read a couple of ways, maybe an honest question, or maybe it was like what you talking about. Right. And man, people are kind of on Back for not being as maxi as they'd like him to be, I suppose. But
well, oddly enough, Lop called that like a long time ago. He said, you're going to get into this camp where like what they're essentially creating is this camp of like, well, you're not a real Bitcoiner. And there's going to be this virtue signaling until you are literally the only person around. It's the same thing as like the woke movement, right? Where you end up just going like, I'm so woke because I got 42 genders. I got pink and purple hair. I've got a thing shoved so far through my septum. I'm stuck to the wall. That's how woke I am. I let black people live in my house, and I gave away my car. That's how woke I am. I know Lop is constantly going to accuse me of shitcoiner. He's an outwardly avowed shitcoiner. He goes, yeah, there's other things I like, but that's enough to put you in the wrong side of the camp. But I mean, it's all brigading, dude. Like at this point, I just look at it and I go, if you are in a place where you can't voice an opinion without someone calling you fucking shitcoiner, you're not a real Bitcoiner. You don't really blah, blah, blah. I go, you're just brigading, dude. Like that's all it's boiled down to.
I do have a line. I mean, so there are people that I think of like what's his face? Freddy Krueger. I'm a Bitcoiner. I'm a real Bitcoin maxi. Oh, yeah. Don't mind me as I play around and shitcoin, but like that was for fun. And it's like, with whose money? Or well, I mean, it is. There's no rules. Yeah. There's no rules in a resource capture game,
right?
But I don't have to like you.
Nope. But we're still talking about him right now. So
I know. I'm the fact that I know his name. I don't know why. I mean, is he that?
He's a Bitcoiner, dude. I mean, like that. It's all of it. Like the point is, here's the thing. Like either you dig the Bitcoin thing or not. But when people start calling Adam Back, like, well, you're not a real Bitcoiner, like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like that, you're already so far on the wrong side of everything in the world. Like that guy was there. He helped build this thing. So if you think you figured out Bitcoin more than he has, like, what are you talking about, dude? Just shut up. He's a shitcoiner. Okay, whatever. Yeah, great. Maybe he knows something you don't. So that's just a possibility, just something to consider. Hi, Travis. Oh, what do you know?
Hi, guys.
He just happens to have his picture.
ATF. Wait, what's? Oh, there you go. There you go.
The reveal.
That's a good intro. A good welcome.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Hi, Travis. How's things?
Good. Just doing like fair stuff this week. Just kind of busy. Fairgrounds.
Oh, that's right. You're like
kids selling pigs and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
you doing some animal husbandry this year? You're gonna get yourself a blue ribbon for your pig?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Some men do animal husbandry, others do animal wifery. That's my joke of the day.
That's a good joke. Animal wifery is if you're doing wifery, you're already facing an uphill battle.
But you could always be a better healthy pig is a well listened to pig.
Yeah, and don't call them pigs. What are you up to today, Travis? Besides fair stuff,
it's really just it. Fair stuff.
What does fair stuff entail? Like you're not
The
like
kids have to go up there all the time and do tasks, essentially.
Oh.
So it's me just driving them up there and kind of hanging out and BSing with other parents and
Oh, that ain't so bad.
occasional fair food.
Yeah, funnel cake.
Yeah, I did an elephant ear so far. That's it.
Nice.
So I've been disciplined. And
Yeah.
I haven't been drinking at all. I quit drinking. So
Oh, good for you, man.
they get a lot of money. Usually they have like a bar there, a beer garden.
Oh yeah.
Usually,
Well, that's how
usually
you can tolerate those things.
I do a lot there usually, but not this year.
No kidding. What was the inspiration?
I was just drinking every day, and then I was like, that's probably not a good habit. It is poison. And so I was like just aware of that.
Yeah.
As a potential problem. And so then I just decided to quit. And the good news is it's super easy. Like I'm not, it hasn't been hard. So that tells me I'm not an alcoholic. So
it's a good experience to always try, because I went through this myself where I'd be like, I'm not alcoholic, but then I would catch myself a little is fine and I handle it fine. And then it'd be like, wait a sec. If I'm not alcoholic, I could just quit. I can just stop, right?
Right.
And that it's not even just chemical addiction. It's like social or habits.
Totally.
And I found it to be like, it'd be a hot day. I'm in the garage or I'm having a hard day and I get home and it's like, wow, this is different than I expected. But again, a good exercise to quit.
Yeah. And I want to lose some weight and be a little healthier physically. So it's like an experiment to see if
Bitcoin, baby.
I don't know if I'll lose any weight though from just stopping drinking, because I wasn't like drinking beer. I was drinking like whiskey, but I would add sugar to it and stuff, so it's certainly not a poison, right?
Yeah.
It definitely is still. So
right. Yeah. I don't know, man. I was like full on alcoholic for a long time. So and I mean, like people go, oh, you're not alcoholic because you're, it's like, well, if I'm a high functioning alcoholic, doesn't mean I'm not alcoholic. But I distinctly remember like there, like the clock would tick a certain thing. It's like, it's fucking whiskey time. It's vodka time. It's, and just that first little nip and that little warmth. And it was just like, whoa, there we go. Now life is okay.
Yeah, I do.
And that was that was a hard thing to overcome for me. Like, because, I get to the end of the day and it's just like, I want to kill people now because I don't have my sauce, so, yeah, but I mean, you feel a lot better when you don't do it, but if you can't tackle the emotional thing is driving you to do it to begin with, then it's kind of a futile exercise. Like people used to ask me all the time in the prison, like, how do you quit drinking? I'm like, well, are you dealing with the emotional shit that's making you drink? No, then just keep fucking drinking. Like it's all pointless otherwise. Like you're just wasting your time. You're just going to suffer for no reason. Like unless your liver's failing or you're about to die, and maybe you should just keep drinking anyway, because if you're not going to deal with the underlying thing, then the rest of it's just sort of like medicine, right? So I don't know, man. And not saying I deal with my emotional shit. It's just I'm just
right. Well, and that's the thing. Sometimes there's emotional shit to process, and the alcohol just sort of tucks it all nicely away for a little longer.
The what is it? The cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you survived recently, Travis? This plunge in price? I don't know how we're coping. That's what we're talking about.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh, good.
Good man.
Good for you.
What's the price? Like, what's this plunge?
I hadn't checked lately.
It's Bitcoin did something. I don't know. Like I can't even I see those. Like when I'm scrolling nowadays, it's just like it goes. Like I see anything, someone price chart, whatever. It's like
who is selling, or why is it this, or why did it do? It's like
I'm like straight up stopping on the like, hey, this guy just fucking smashed his balls because he tried to jump off a thing. I'm like, haha, that's what I'm watching. I could give a fuck about the Bitcoin price. So
yeah, it's like 115K. So
oh my god,
that's high shit. Still,
I know, dude. It's crazy, man.
It's too high.
Too high.
Way too many digits.
Can't process.
I want that first digit to go away. I want it to be 15K.
Oh god, could you imagine? Oh,
it'd be healthy.
I'd have a nice big fat chubby.
I might almost leverage to get one or two, but
I would consider human trafficking at that
point. Why not? Right? Like let's get the most valuable property in the world at bargain basement prices.
I mean, it's pretty old trade.
Yeah,
That must mean
it's been around
something.
for a while.
That must mean something.
I mean, it's an easy transition to go from Fed to pimp, right? So it's kind of the same job.
Well,
I pretended to be a prostitute.
Did you?
A
How'd that
lot.
go? Oh, that's right. You guys used to do those.
Yeah, online. Yeah.
You had
So I
to
kind of know. I kind of know how it goes.
Yeah. You're like, hey, what's up?
learn the
Hey,
teenage girl
I'm all
speak.
home all alone. You want to come over and make some cookies?
Yeah,
Okay.
that too. Yeah, pretending to be kid. That too.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's ridiculous, man. There are ridiculous human beings in the world, but that's why we Bitcoin, right? Get away from them. Hopefully.
Many of them are in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I think this week. Tangent.
No, it's not a tangent. That's a 100% accurate statement, dude.
There's probably if you're raising a daughter in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, watch them this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? A hint at lowering rates. They're going to have to print the money. I don't know how they.
What do you what kind of rate cut do you guys think will happen?
I don't know.
150 basis points.
What's normal?
I don't know. Like whatever makes them feel like they thought about things long enough. Like there's literally an on and off switch. And so you've got like this army of PhDs sitting around trying to figure out, do we go this way or this way? Like it's the dumbest. It's such a naked, ridiculous hustle. Like if you take economics as like a field of study and you go, what is that? Oh, it's the humanities. Okay. Well, how can we dress this up to make it look like a science? Well, let's just do some math problems with the humanities. Okay, cool. What's your math problem? Well, we're going to strip away all possible variables and just make it like, assuming everybody has perfect information and assuming everybody does trades fairly and assuming everybody has equal pricing information and assuming everybody does all this, this outcome will happen if we change this thing. Genius. Oh my God, you're such a brilliant. Here's a Nobel Prize. What's that do for the real world? Oh, nothing. Like all this shit goes out the window, but we're going to use that to decide if we go up or down this week. And we're all going to sit in a room in our marble hall with our brand new $5,000 Recaro, whatever chairs and our whatever Berimbolo desk and all this kind of shit. And that's how we're going to make our money this year. And meanwhile, the president's screaming at us and calling us a bunch of baboons. So maybe we should make him go away. So let's make it go down. Okay, good idea. Down. It's ridiculous.
Google says probably a quarter percentage point rate cut. Quarter percentage.
Well, what's Google know? They're always wrong, dude.
So, well, I had no idea. Like
Google thinks George Washington was black.
1%, 2%. I'm not really sure what usually a rate cut means. But
they nudge
40%, I guess. So
they do basis points always, like 100% of the time. It's just
150 to 250. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're probably They're going to do something. They're under the gun.
Yeah, too little, too late. I don't know. I mean, imagine the most extreme effort they might make. What's recoverable from all this? I mean, ultimately,
nothing stops this train, man. Choo choo.
Let's put 2 buses in front of the train.
That'll stop it. Yeah. Dude, they already uncorked the inflation gene. Like 2008, they broke everything, and it's never been fixed since. And there's no way to fix it now. They've made this problem so enormous, so huge, and they went and kicked the dragon right in the balls, and then they took the chain off and said, well, let's see what the dragon does now. Oh, oops. Well, what do we do with the dragon now? Nothing. Like, there's nothing you can do. That thing's out flying around, burning everything down. All you can do is just hope you don't get singed on the way. But hang
on to its tail.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah, that thing, Lynn Alden nailed it a long time ago. Nothing stops this train. We are entering a period of fiscal dominance, and yeah, it's all downhill from here. It's all number go up for Bitcoin from here, like 100%. I mean, your purchasing power of that Bitcoin, is going to maintain, but your dollars are going to be like, you think inflation was bad from the 2020s, wait until you see what this thing unlocks. And that's all they're trying to avoid right now. They know it's coming. They're just trying as hard as they can to kick the can down the road so it doesn't turn into like, hey, how come my steak costs $150 and a loaf of bread is $50? Like, what the hell happened here? Oh, the Russians, tariffs, I don't know, whatever nonsense they come up with. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way to paper over it this time, right? It's the amount of things they have to print is just going to be insane.
Yep. Just this week, I met up with somebody briefly at a place I hadn't been to in, I don't know, a year, but like a decently normal, nice place here in town. And I'm not there to eat. I'm not even, I try not to even eat out, but I'm not even really there to eat. And I just glance at like, oh, the cost of the hummus plate, which in my ancient memory, I can imagine having been less than $10 at one point.
Mhm.
And it's like $20. And I'm
Mhm.
like, has this thing gotten twice as big? Like, how much hummus can I eat? No, just,
Same little plate of hummus. Yeah. Gee, I wonder what changed. Maybe it was the unit of count got diluted. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know.
Right.
Inflation doesn't have anything to do with how much money we print, guys. It doesn't matter. MMT, bro.
Yeah.
It's all good. We can just print unlimited money. Have you heard of any of the MMT guys lately? I haven't heard a peep from them.
I don't even follow much of it, but I mean, short of Jackson's Hole, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I think they were just useful idiots. Like when they were pecking around for like, how are we going to inflate our way through this Rona thing? They go, oh, hey, here's this branch of economic study that'll support our stupid idea. Yeah, let's put them out for a while and let them get on the New York Times and sell some books about how you can just print unlimited money and everything's fine. And then as soon as everyone realized, like, oh, that's a terrible idea. We all knew it before that, but now you don't see those people. Like they don't get somehow they're not on MSNBC anymore, weirdly. And you don't hear all the people talking about print unlimited money. It's just, they just disappeared somehow.
There was that Harvard professor who'd said that Bitcoin will be $100 before it's 100,000.
Yeah.
He wrote that in like 2019 or whatever.
Yeah.
And he posted again, that was shared a lot. Like he's holding true to his conviction that it still has no intrinsic value, is based on nothing.
He's a retard.
So that's the biggest MMT I've heard lately.
That's a wild take.
What a fucking idiot, dude. I mean, like, but that's the beauty of creating a fucking fictional field of study out of thin air by tacking math equations on top of the humanities. Is you get to be a guy at Harvard that talks on the New York Times and goes, this is going to go to zero.
It still has no intrinsic value.
I mean,
when I hear that, when I ask like, well, what's backing Bitcoin? I usually say, well, what's backing gold?
Yeah.
And like whatever their answer is, it can probably be applied to Bitcoin.
What's backing the dollar? Well,
what's backing gold? Let's unpack this idea. What is backing gold?
Yeah. Some proof of work, some scarcity.
Yeah.
I mean, gold changes if you can just produce it in a lab somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That jangle in your pocket.
So it's not just proof of work.
Right. It's proof of whatever. Yeah. So yeah, nothing's backing gold. Wow, that's Well, gee, what do we do now?
It's almost like it's a commodity.
Almost weird. Yeah. Weird how that works. Huh. What do you know? Hey, we fixed a problem right now. We just figured out gold is useless. Welcome to Bitcoin, assholes.
Yeah, I mean gold's cool, but the problems it has is what's led us to this fiat standard, right? So
yeah, and the problems with the fiat standard are leading us to the
Saifedean posted a thing, a hit on Javier Milei recently. I guess Argentina's Argentina was trying to issue bonds, or
it's 69% interest.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, magical number there again. 69% interest on a bond issuance, and they still only sold of all the ones they were trying to offer to sale, they sold like 61% of them. Like people aren't even buying that.
What retard would buy that debt, dude? Like, that tells you there's still 60% of the people buying that debt are complete morons that have no business managing money, dude. Like, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, we'll buy this bond.
Well, he didn't.
If he pulls it off, then we're gonna make a mint. If he doesn't pull it off, like big deal, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, he came in chainsaws ablazing, and it kind of seems like their central bank game is still stuckness.
As I say every week, this is called a game of competitive resource capture, and the way you capture resources is unlimited, and there are no rules to it. So if you can have some big sideburns and a big bushy head, and you can walk around with a chainsaw going, merda, the bank sucks, I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna tear things up on TV. Well, great. You just captured a bunch of resources. He captured an entire country just by walking around on TV with a chainsaw and a goofy looking head of hair.
Well, did he walk into the bandsaw of an existing much
No,
bigger?
that's how you capture resources, dude. He knows exactly what's going to happen when he gets there. Like, oh, then we can't fix this fucking mess. Like, these guys have already train wrecked the thing a long time ago. Now I just get to try and extract as many resources as I can while I'm in the chair to do it. But that's it. There's no like, if you're buying into some political narrative, you are buying into being a farmed animal, like 100% of the time. There's nobody that's going to come and fix the farm for you. Like, either you're a farmer or you're a resource, and that's it, right? So Trump's not going to fix anything and make life better for the resources. Biden's not going to fix anything, make life better for the resources. Nobody's going to fix everything and make better lives for the resources. They're just going to either make you more efficient to extract resources from, or they're going to squeeze you until you pop. And that's it. Like, those are the two outcomes. So buy Bitcoin instead. Well, if you have half a brain in your head, check out of that system. Don't get squeezed. You can acquire a resource that they can't take from you. So that's a really good idea in a game where their whole object in the game is to take things from you. Maybe if you have something they can't take, do that.
I know. And I guess that's what's disappointing is that, he met with Bukele, and I felt, there might be countries that, get in together on the new game. And, but he issued a shitcoin and we're playing the central bank game. So,
dude, he has no choice. Like, you are either playing the game of competitive resource capture or you're not, right? And if he's trying to play that game, which he clearly was because he's president of his little ding-dong fucking mess of a country, that's how he gained power, right? Like, well, you're a Peaky Blinders fan, right?
I am.
Great show. I would point out that is exactly the model I'm talking about. That guy is doing exactly what I'm talking about. Like, how do you capture power in a resource capture game and you're some bum from Birmingham? Well, you excel at provoking violence, you excel at organizing people, and then you excel at navigating the bloody greasy pole trying to climb that ladder, and somewhere at the end of it you end up on top of a big mountain if you're lucky enough and you're cunning enough and you're able to navigate all the bullshit. But I'm just getting to the part now where he's like, I'm a socialist. You go, really? And he's saying, oh yeah, well, this is just how I get people to give me more shit. Right? Like, that's all it's about. Yeah. That every single person in power is like, this is how I get people to give me more shit. Like, period. Yeah. So I don't know.
So I sent you guys a video link, but
what's the link, dude?
I recommend taking a look at it. It's Joe Rogan's interview with Ed Calderon.
Oh,
and you might have seen him before, but Ed's like a cartel specialist. Like, he knows everything about Mexican cartels, and
nice.
It's fascinating. You'd probably like it because you learn about how the cartels do business and work, and it's pretty wild. And, that's all about resource capture too.
Yeah,
it's wild. Like, it's a long, it's a Joe Rogan interview, so it's like good 2 or 3 hours long. I'm like 3/4 of the way through it right now, but that's always a good guest. I recommend checking it out.
I'm gonna watch.
Talks about how cartels operate, and it's wild stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Security specialist and combatives instructor with 10 years experience, public safety along the northern border area of Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, check it out.
Oh yeah, that is right up my alley. I love that kind of stuff. But I mean, but all of this stuff, there's like so many ready examples. Like, people dramatize things and make it like, oh, he's like this hero that rose up from nothing. And like, no, that's what they've all done all the way back through time, is they come in and beat the shit out of people, and then they refine it until they can get people to just do shit for them without having to beat the shit out of them anymore. Like, that's government, right? So, hey, welcome to the power play game. That it's not more obvious to more people is sort of surprising to me. But whatever, I mean, that's the game we're playing right now. And so vote for Trump, vote for, Joe Biden, vote for whoever you want. It doesn't fucking matter. They're going to come in and try and squeeze shit out of you, period. Like, that's the only game they can do. That's the only game they play. And you can get your Maoist revolution in here, and they're going to squeeze some shit out of you a different way. They're going to drain your resources faster than Trump might, but both of them are going to drain your resources. So, yeah.
So as a as being resources, it's sort of like there may be various levels of comfort to the extent that as a resource, we have more or less comfort about that situation, but it's a lot of a kind of a Stockholm syndrome about it. Any situation you're in is kind of like, well, no, this is just how it is, or no, this makes sense, or no, it's reciprocal, or I get benefits as you're
You do. I
farmed.
mean, like, as you're being farmed, like farm animals get benefits from being on the farm. Like they don't have to worry as much about some wolf coming in and chomping their head off. They don't have to worry as much about getting sick and dying. They don't have to worry as much about, their kids surviving or whatnot, because they're all new resources, right? So the farmer takes care of those things. And if you got a farmer that's really clever and goes, hey, I can make my chickens way more productive by doing like XYZ, like letting them wander around and peck worms, and for 4 hours a day I let them go do shit. You go, hey, my farm is way more productive now than that guy that's running the factory farm, like the Chinese farmer that's just got all his chickens stuck in a cage and they die all the time. He's got to spend all this money to keep them going. They're both squeezing resources. Just one, the chickens are healthier, so they're more productive for the farmer. But sooner or later, the farmer's going to run into some financial problem that's going to go, well, now I got to start squeezing these down into, next thing you know, like your cage isn't quite as big as it used to be, and your free range is now like half the free range you had before. And then 10 years later, you go, oh, well, our free range is now like the size of me. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Well, that's capitalism in a nutshell, right? That's what's going to happen here. That's what's happening to all of us right now. Like the walls are closing in on people that are still addicted to the fiat system. So, as I keep saying, buy Bitcoin for Christ's sakes, because that is a little gate right through the resource capture game where you go, hey, I'm going to go capture this resource and I'm going to hold on to it. And so when you guys want to come and take it from me, you have to trade for me. So you're going to have to give me some way better shit than you're doing right now. Like I'm not going to settle for a fucking 9 to 5 in a cubicle where I get to eat, fucking takeout from Burger King while I'm working, because that's what you expect me to do. Like we're gonna have to negotiate better terms for me as a farm animal, please. A farm animal that actually holds resources. It's such a game changer. I love it. I'm so thrilled by the Bitcoin project.
Yeah, it's a white pill. The orange pill lends itself to the white pill generally cure for me, because a lot of the when it started out as an orange pill, just financial oriented. As it bled itself into like everything everywhere, it's like it's broadly kind of a white pill, because I do feel like, okay, it's not just like, well, there's an escape hatch here. Right. It's like, it realigns everything.
Well, here, I'll go back to the Peaky Blinders thing for an instant, because you know the show real well, right, Travis?
Yeah, fairly well.
Imagine this. You go, hey, if you took Bitcoin back to 1929 and you go, hey, Tommy Shelby wants to capture Bitcoin, what can he do to do that? Go, does all of his ideas work in that realm?
Yeah, he would be the type to have like a mining pool. It just muscles all the other miners to join it. That's probably how he would do it.
Maybe, but he certainly couldn't just go and start bashing heads, right? That has a short runway. As soon as people figure out Tommy Shelby's going around bashing heads to get Bitcoin, they're going to get way better at hiding their Bitcoin.
Well, encryption always is like an interesting barrier. It's like a defense like any other.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of a stop all sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if you can't decrypt stuff, then
you're boned. Right? Like there's
your options are a little more limited.
Yeah. There are wallets where the guy forgot, something in his password and he just can't get into it. And there's like 3 tries left and they're just like, what do I do?
Yeah. Math is a hell of a thing.
Math is a hell of a thing. But that's what I'm talking about, man, is like, if you took this property back to any point in time, what does the power structure look like? Like it changes completely, right? Like the ancient Romans, oh, we got to capture Bitcoin. Well, what good is your army? Well, I mean, we can kind of, I don't know, but we can still go steal their land. Yeah. But the most important thing is the Bitcoin. How do you steal that?
You need hash warriors.
You need hash warriors, right? I mean, that's the beauty of it, dude. Like I can't sing the song loud enough, but this is a game changer in the history of mankind. Like, and everyone's just sitting on it and bitching about it being $115,000. It's like, what are you guys doing, man?
If Bitcoin wasn't designed, How would your life be different right now?
I would be 100% alcoholic all the time. Like, I would be drinking. I would be slowly drinking myself to death, like without a doubt. Like, because the rest of this stuff, if the world without, I look at the world without Bitcoin, I just go, man, that is a bleak existence right now.
Yeah. What if Bitcoin didn't exist, but XRP did?
Oh God, same outcome.
Yeah, worse. It'd be a worse outcome.
Probably worse.
Because you'd have to listen to all those guys talk about XRP all the time.
Well, yeah, and I would be like trying to funnel. I would be giving them more resources just for the hope and a dream. Like, here, guys, take some more of my resources because maybe you guys will make me rich and make me. Yeah, will you ever? Oh, I lost more money. Well, here, have some more.
They're so annoying.
So annoying, dude.
I had a back and forth this week with an XRP Army guy, and at one level, Daniel, I employed some of your skills where it's like, I can see how you might think that. I've thought of that myself before, or I believe that as well, or, but basically bridging whatever divide there was.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably just was wasting my time, but at a core fundamental level, he had values that I share with him about, banks and governments and imperialism and stuff. But for him, it was this environmental argument about proof of work, at least partially, was the energy waste, the energy. There's other better protocols out there that don't waste the energy. And it's like, okay, so energy, like what? Everything else. The existential crises of our such depressing golden age we're living in of, AI and the cloud and or existing as a human on a planet. So, yes, Bitcoin consumes energy. And you could also, I wasn't going to go into all the crazy detail about how Bitcoin can use energy and how it will and does use energy that solves some of these energy things. But I couldn't quite probably bridge it, but also it was just like, I think we're done here.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing to bridge. I mean, like I got in this, you could actually find this on my Twitter feed somewhere. I got into this long, like multi-day debate with a BSB guy. I'm actually super grateful to the guy because he's super smart. He understands the Bitcoin protocol on a deep level. And it helped. It really, really, really helped refine like my understanding of like nodes, the importance of nodes, how nodes fit into the situation, how nodes fit into the greater ecosystem, what mining looks like, and why it looks the way it does, and all that kind of stuff. Like it was a great steelman exercise, but god damn, it took forever, and I still don't think I got him on board. Right? Like, he's a smart guy, and smart guys end up kind of stuck in ruts sometimes.
He's still holding BSV right now.
I don't know what he's doing.
Man,
I can't imagine being that guy. Holy shit.
No.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Ultimately, I'm just like, hey, best of luck to you. Time will tell. Like, why don't you get back to me when the flippening happens?
Yeah. That Satoshi quote? It's
if I don't
along.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't have time to explain it to you if you don't understand it right. I think about that all the time when people are arguing with me. It's just like, I don't care if you get it or not.
You can
most
get
of the
on
time
the arc or not.
Sometimes I care. Sometimes it's like my mom or my dad or someone. I'd care, but it's just kind of like, well, whatever.
Well, it's easy to just go, have fun staying poor. I don't care. Like you do.
Well, it's one thing to want to understand. It's another thing to be just FUD, oh no, I already know. Okay, no, you don't actually.
Wow.
So.
Well, I said to someone, I was talking to them, and they go, "Well, Bitcoin." And I said, "Well, you just don't understand Bitcoin." Man, they got pissed, dude. Like this is literally someone who has no idea about anything about Bitcoin. Wouldn't know a UTXO from a hole in the wall. Doesn't understand mining. Doesn't understand how the coins are created. Doesn't understand anything about the ecosystem at all. But is convinced that he knows everything about Bitcoin. And just the mere fact that I suggested, like, well, you just don't understand. Oh, I understand. What do you? I've been doing. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. But you don't understand Bitcoin. So there's like this weird ego thing attached to like not knowing something that you really don't know anything about. But I see the same thing with like, if you go to any shooting range, you go, hey, you're not doing that right. Well, I don't know. I've been shooting guns since I was 12 and blah, 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 blah. It's like, well, but you don't know what you're doing right now. I can tell just by the way you're holding the weapon. You don't know what you're doing, So it's like, it's
I can usually tell.
Yeah.
I can usually tell when people are not experienced. And it's been very awkward lately. It's happened a couple times this last year, where it's someone that's fancies themselves as very proficient with firearms, and I can immediately tell that
like
their weapon handling is like dangerous. Like I'm not even gonna be around this guy. I don't want. This guy doesn't
No, it's not
know
loaded.
the firearm safety rules.
It's not loaded.
Yeah.
Just,
Hey, it's not loaded.
yeah, and it's usually they flag someone, right?
Oh,
they're
yeah.
usually looking at the weapon and they're flipping it sideways and
Right.
they're flagging someone like a few
Yeah.
feet away. You're like,
dude, do you know what you're doing? Oh yeah, I've been shooting since I was 9. Okay, but you don't know what you're doing. I mean, you can, yeah, it's just funny. It's like literally just you watch someone pick it up and you go, nope, don't know what you're doing. Like, that's all it takes. Like,
Yeah.
there's no period of like, oh, maybe this guy understands, or you go, nope, just on a fundamental level, you have like I went to an NRA safety class once, kind of understanding of firearms, which means you know nothing. So, all right, well, you do whatever you do. I can hit a target like I hit the target 10 times in a row. Yeah, you're clearly a natural. You got this all figured out, dude. Way to go. But it's true, like fighting. I don't know. There's some video I saw on YouTube. This guy was walking around going, hey, do you think you could win in a fist fight or something? Like 80% of these guys, yeah, I think I'd do all right. What makes you think so? You know, like, have you ever hit anything in your life? You have any? But they all like have this like irrational belief, and they're like, and they got an ego about it. If you go, hey, you realize if you got in a fight, you'd get the shit kicked out of you, right? Well, like against somebody who actually knows what they're doing and is actually trained for this, like it's night and day. But they just can't hear it. Same thing with Bitcoin, though. I find, hey, do you know? Oh, well, I've studied finance since I went to Harvard. I'm the Harvard economist. You go, okay, yeah, but you don't know anything about Bitcoin. How dare you, sir? I mean, I'm going to recommend we buy some now, but back then I didn't think it was. I underestimated Trump's crypto policies.
And maybe it's natural, because I remember like when I thought, oh, I get Bitcoin, and then later I was like, no, I get Bitcoin, and then like yesterday it's like, okay, I think I get Bitcoin, and it's like growing up. I was an adult when I was 20s, and then I was in my 30s. Yeah, I'm an adult, and then I was in my 40s. I'm an adult now. Oh, how dumb I was in my 30s.
Right.
And it's
well, wait till you get to my age, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm still probably like a teenager and fucking like I'm an emotional fucking wreck. So I don't know. What am I right now? I'm like a husk of an old man with a childlike view of the world and no ability to handle anything properly. I don't know. I'm a man.
Am I not a man?
I don't know.
No, it's the journey is what's important. And hey, we're on it.
Yeah. On that note, let's wrap it up, because I got to go get Starlink installed in the new building.
Cool.
Go, Elon. Yes. Capture more resources. You capture my resources right now. I'm going to feed you a lot more data, dude. Constellation satellites. I'm going to use your robot. I'm going to use your fucking social media platform. I'm just going to make you know everything about me as quickly as I possibly can. Enjoy. You're welcome, Elon Musk. I am your third data point. I just give it all to you willingly. I actually pay you for the ability. Thank you, Elon, for letting me give you more fiat cuckbucks so you can take more things from me. Thank you, Elon. Thank you.
Yeah, I think Starlink's cool. I think Tesla's cool. And thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny. Was I just rambling today, Johnny? Was I just like
he's patiently tolerating this whole time?
Yeah. Are you just patiently tolerating me just rambling on about crazy shit?
I am going to be training the AI a bit more today myself. So, and it's a mutual reciprocal enjoyment. I know my AI likes me.
Extracting you.
I say, so after I get a good,
let's get in a bonding relationship with that robot. That's the first step you should take.
Well, I hope you guys, when you get a good response or a good answer from AI, I say, thank you. Like, oh, thank you, Grok. Because
you got to be polite to the robot. Yeah.
Grok will remember me, and we have a thing. I think we have. Along with my Asian girlfriends that text me. Grok also likes me. So
yeah. Nice. Well, I'm sure Grok is very fond of you. Oh, I got you, Johnny. Well, thank you for listening. Anyway, man, I'm on a rare tear about everything. Apparently, not rare. I guess I do this all the time, right? They just natter on endlessly about.
You're just missing that glass of whiskey. I
know, right? I can just feel that little trickle of warmth right there, just by you saying that. I was like, oh, and that little, yeah. But those days are gone for now, anyway.
Yep. Hence
We'll
the
see. Maybe
theme of
Bitcoin
this
will
entire
collapse
podcast.
next week, and I'll just be like, well, where's that Pendleton? Let's get this
Next
game
week,
going.
we'll do it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Good to see you, Johnny.
All right.
Thanks for joining
Thanks
us.
for joining. Thanks, Johnny.
Travis, always good to see you.
Bye, y'all. Enjoy the wonderful outro.